Yeah, I want to share with you a warning that the Lord gave me. This was over 10 years ago. It was right after 9/11, and I was on a trip to Haiti, a missionary trip to Haiti. And the day I was getting ready to leave from Haiti that morning, I received a dream from the Lord, and in the dream I was standing with my back to a very large bridge. I would say probably the size of George Washington Bridge. And in the dream, I turned around in slow motion. And when I did, there was this white blinding light. And it was like everything that I was looking at was vaporized. Because in the dream, I was actually at the epicenter. I was in the center of this thing. Now, obviously you can't experience that, see it with your physical eyes in the physical body. But when God gives you a dream, it's as though it's the real thing. You actually experience, the way it actually is, so that you can actually convey that message to the people. Well, because I didn't experience where my flesh was burnt off or where I vaporized or where I died, that made me to understand that I was watching this, but I wasn't there. And the next thing that followed, bared witness to the fact that I wasn't there. Because when I came out of the dream, I said, God, what is this? What's this all about? And he gave me the scripture from Psalm 91. Only with your eyes shall you behold and see the reward of the wicked, but it shall not come nigh thee. Well, it made me to understand that what God was showing me is you're already seeing it. You're seeing it right now. You're seeing the future. I'm showing you in a dream what is going to happen. Only with your eyes shall you behold and see the reward of the wicked, but it shall not come nigh thee. And so just a few days ago, I received a flash of a vision from the Lord, and I saw a mushroom cloud. And immediately, right after I saw that vision, the words came to me, imminent. Imminent. That means it's, when you're talking about something that's imminent, something that's could happen any moment. What's interesting to me is that people are beginning to talk about this every day now. Even just your average people just talking about it. Citizens and people and then a lot of your radio hosts, and they're talking about it. Now, I think that God has given plenty of warning. A lot of people face things that they don't have any warning. The sad thing is I don't think anybody's taking this serious. When Obama says he thinks it's more probable and he's more concerned about a nuclear weapon going off in Manhattan than he is concerned about Russia attacking the United States, you got to understand, there's a reason he's saying that. As evil as Obama is, he's still human. And I think that Obama is a puppet. I think he's being blackmailed. And I think maybe in a way he was actually sending a message. And then it wasn't just a few days later, Chuck Hagel said the very same words. He repeated Obama's words. Now, we don't know altogether who it is that's blackmailing Obama, but we know that they've got some serious dirt on him for them to be able to control him like they do. Because if you think Obama's running this show, you're crazy. He's not running this thing. They put him in. They blackmailed him. They put him in because they needed someone that could relate to the blacks and the whites. That's why they put him in there. Someone that could bring the country together. And he's doing everything in the opposite direction. He's dividing the country. So even the elite don't want him in there anymore. I just recently heard Rothschild's wife came out and said, we don't want Obama in there. If they don't have full control of the person that they're using, that's not good for them. They want someone they have total control of. Like George Bush Jr. He was totally, completely a puppet. And all you got to do is follow the money. Follow the money. You want to know who's controlling everything? Just follow the money. And you'll find them. Now, don't expect to go on Forbes or some website and find them listed with the most rich, the wealthiest of the world, because they're not there. They're so wealthy, they're not on the list, friend. They have more money than they know what to do with, and that's to say lightly. I mean, that's a joke. They have more money than they know what to do with. Because I spoke with a man when I was in India that was not even maybe a millionaire. And he said to me one day, he said, I've got more money than I know what to do with. So you're talking about people, or I can't even call them people, but you're talking about those that have so much wealth that they literally control policy, not just in the United States, but worldwide. They've got the UN, they've got the Council on Foreign Relations, they got the IMF. They're controlling everything, people. That's why Rockefeller said a long time ago, you give me the money, and I don't care who makes the laws. He knew. He's not stupid. If I've got the money, I'm the one making the laws. And so all the policy today is not from just one person. He's taking orders. You want to know who Obama really is, people? He's the one that plays golf. He's the one at Martha's Vineyard right now. That's who he is. He's just a puppet. And when people have questions for him, he is a puppet. So he only answers the questions that he can answer. And I'm not making light of Obama. Don't get me wrong. I think he's evil. But you see, this is how it works. You give us what we want. We give you what you want. And if you don't understand by now that Obama's only concerned about him, his own, just him, he don't care about your family. All he cares about is making sure his family is taken care of. Never in history have we ever had a president to bow down to Egypt, to bow down to Babylon. And as far as the Bushes go, they were hand in hand with Saudi Arabia, with the House of Saud. And this is all Muslim people. Where our oil comes from, those are Muslims. We get our oil from Muslims. Islam is who provides our oil. You say, well, why don't we produce our own oil? Because if we did, they would not be able to manipulate like they do. Because if they make you to think that the price of oil is out of their hands and based upon someone else, then you can't look at them anymore. And they want you to think they're not controlling the money. That's why the Federal Reserve takes care of everything, because you can't point your finger at the government. That's why they do it that way. It's called misdirection. They keep everybody looking in the wrong place. That's what they do, people. That's how you create an illusion. That's how you steal. That's how you rob. It's called misdirection. And that's exactly what they're doing. Even this thing with Jade Helm is nothing but a distraction. See, remember this. Whatever the media is reporting on, that's not what you should be looking at. Remember that. What the media is reporting is not the news. That's just a distraction. That's a misdirection. What you should be concerned about is what they're not reporting on. Are you listening? What is the media not reporting on? That's what you should be concerned about. How could Jade Helm be a misdirection, a distraction, and at the same time be the actual problem? Well, it's easy. Everybody gets focusing on Jade Helm, but the news, the media doesn't report on it. People begin to get confused. How come the media is not reporting on this? That makes it even seem even more suspicious, right? Well, think about this. While everybody's talking about what they think is happening, which it is happening, they're getting the American citizens used to having police in military uniforms. That's what they're doing. They're desensitizing the citizens of the United States of America. And what they're doing is they're switching from a civilian police officer uniform to where they're moving into military people. And they're going to go, listen, they're going from police to military, from military to the United Nations. That's what they're doing. Now, if the United Nations would have came in right at the beginning and you started seeing blue hats and you started seeing the UN vehicles in the streets of America, most people would have not liked that. But listen, if the right event takes place, the American people at large will welcome the United Nations. If the citizens of the United States of America believe that they are under attack and they become fearful, they will gladly ask, invite, welcome a military